before I start talking. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. This is going to be a one-time video. A lot of you over the years have requested, you know, I want to start a Star Wars channel, you say, or I have a Star Wars channel and I want it to grow. So I want all of you guys to be extremely successful. I want you all to make channels and have millions and millions of subscribers, to do what you love, and to be happy in life. So I'm going to take, I don't know, an hour. This stream, it's open-ended. It could be 20 minutes, it could be 2 hours, it could be 3 hours, it could be whatever. I'm here to answer all your questions. I know a lot of you are creators. I know a lot of you want to be successful on YouTube. I'm here to share my experiences as well as my mistakes, things I've learned from, just so you can bypass that and not make the same mistakes and jumpstart your channel. I'm not charging anything. There's no BS. I'm just here to help. So I am your humble servant for the next little bit. So ask me whatever questions you may have, and I can share my experiences and hopefully give you a little bit of advice. I got a pad and pen here to illustrate anything if need be. Makes it a little more official. So let's begin. You guys have seen the video that I made for the 2 million sub sort of thank you, which, if you haven't seen that video, it's about 45 minutes long. It goes into how I started the channel, so I'm not going to go into that in this video too much. This one is mainly a live stream to answer all your questions. So shoot me the questions, baby. Let's go for it. Let's let's try to grow some channels. What up? Let's go. How do I get an audience? Good question. There is no answer to that. You just make, if there was an answer to that, everyone would have one, right? There's no secret to that. You just make content, and if people enjoy your content, then you'll have an audience. Look, there's an audience for everyone, so don't be afraid to start your YouTube channel. How did I get so many subs? I worked hard. That's it. How do you get seen on recommended? Well, when you know the answer to that, let me know. There is no way. How do you stay relevant? I feel like if you're chasing relevancy, then you're probably not relevant. So that's never something to chase. And this isn't just a super chat only kind of stream. I'm answering all your free questions as well. Just want to help you guys. What's up, brother? I have a channel, about 220 subs in 3 months. If you could do one thing different from the beginning, what would it be? Nothing. There's nothing I'd do different in the beginning. I sacrificed everything I could, you know, sleep, relationships, life, gym, health. And that's not recommended, but it definitely sped me up. How do you grow on YouTube? Making content. Best way to optimize thumbnails. In the beginning, I didn't even know what optimizing a thumbnail was, and to this day, I still don't know what it means. But just make thumbnails that look cool, you know? There are little things such as like color. I like to use colors in my thumbnails because it just makes it more appealing. And when you have your videos in a list, you guys see the arrows that people put in their videos? It's not because we think viewers are dumb. Well, at least speaking for myself, it's not because I think viewers are dumb. But when you are competing against hundreds and hundreds of other videos, that green arrow really, really sticks out. So that really helps you. When you're a viewer, you're looking, okay, you're scanning, you just skim, you don't even like, people don't give you the time of day. You have literally less than a second to grab someone's attention so they click on your video. And that all comes from popping out or not. And that green arrow really, really helps stick out. So it's not like, oh, look at this, they're stupid. It's just those are people who don't understand content creators and they don't understand how the game actually works. What editing software do I use? Do I edit by yourself? Do it by myself? So in the last year, I hired an editor who edits my lore videos. Shout out to Star Wars Elseworlds, my boy. So he helps me edit my lore videos whenever I don't have time, so he does the most of them. But for, I'd say, maybe 3 years, over 3 years, it was just me editing. I use Final Cut Pro 10, and I use Premiere Pro. But I first started out with iMovie, and I first started out with an iPhone SE, or iPhone 5, or whatever it was. So never, I'm going to answer more questions, of course, but never focus on what gets views. Never focus on clickbait. There's a scale I like to look at. So let's say you get a lot of views, but your integrity goes down. So if you clickbait, that's what happens. You get a lot of views, integrity goes down. Over time, the views will match your integrity, and no one will give a crap about you, no one will watch you, and they'll just write you off. It may work sometimes, but at the end of the day, you'll never be credible, and you're just full of, banta doo-doo. So I like to always be as honest as I can be in the thumbnails. I like to always provide what the title says in the video. I like to always explain that. There may be sections or parts in the video, like maybe way into the end or something, that you may pick out of that and use in the title, and that is great if it's, the highlight of a topic. For example, the other day we did, we covered the, when I say we, I mean you and me, all of us here. We covered the deleted scene from Revenge of the Sith where Anakin is walking over the bodies during Mace and Palpatine fighting. That didn't show up till like near the end of the video, and it was maybe, a minute, 30 seconds at most. But I chose that as the thumbnail and the topic because that was the most interesting part to me, what stuck out to me, and it's what other people would find more interesting as well, for the most part. But you can't always choose what people find interesting and what don't. You got to just go with your gut feeling, and if it is interesting, then great. If it's not, well, you suck. I don't know. I need help. I review Star Wars collectibles products. My channel growth is slow. I try to do quality over quantity, or is it the opposite? It's both. You can't sacrifice one without the other. It's hard work. This is not an easy thing. A lot of people say, "Oh, you're just making videos. You're making Star Wars videos." It's like, please go do it. I implore you. I ask you. I dare you. Go do it. Hey, Star Wars Theory, you have been a huge inspiration to my bros, and I start putting out unique Star Wars content. Any advice for a new Star Wars nerd channel that wants to be positive in this community? Through theories, edits, and video essays. Advice? No, you already said what you want to do, and you know what you want to do, and you know how to do it, so do it. That's it. It's very simple. You're a great man. What was the thing that made you look at yourself and say, damn, how can I do better than that? Well, that's every day. I basically just see myself never as what I want to be. So no matter where I get in life, I always want more. I always want the next level, the next step. So let's say I'm chasing a goal for years, and once I reach it, it's as if that goal never existed. And yeah, I never sit down and say, damn, good job. I'm just like, next, I want the next thing. I want more. So I'm going to go super chats, regular chat, super chats, regular chat. So that way I get everyone. Chat's popping off. Thanks guys. 1,400 of a year. That's nice. By the way, I know 1,400 of you here. I know some of you in the shadows despise me. That's fine. I know some of you are content creators here and you're watching, and I'm talking to you. I hope this advice helps you on your journey, regardless of how you feel about me. And I hope you can be successful on YouTube. And to all of you who are here, who are commenting, I love you guys. I want you to kill it. I want you to absolutely know every single... I wouldn't say loophole, there's no loophole, but any sort of advice or tip I can give, I'd love to help you guys. So ask away, I'm here. I probably won't do this kind of video again. What's the best way to script videos? I don't know, just script them the way you would explain it to yourself. Or talking to a friend, you know? I don't like the channels that make it like a... like they're so formal, like it's like, nah, I don't like that. I also don't like the channels that clickbait. People like to throw the term clickbait out a lot, very loosely. I will argue and debate forever. I have never once clickbaited. There is a very, very strong difference. My boy Star Wars HQ in the chat. Dude. Robbie and Ryan, what up? Hey Theory, just wanted to say hello there and hope you're doing good. Keep up the awesome work and thanks for being such an awesome example of Star Wars YouTubers, no matter their channel size. Thank you, buddy. I love you guys. I miss you, man. Hope you guys are good. Guys, go check out Star Wars HQ if you haven't already. I mean, they're huge. They're almost at 1 million. Did you guys pass 1 million yet? You're almost at 1 million. What copyright issues should we be aware of when using Star Wars music? We make our own music with Star Wars themes. Yeah, that's tough because I even got copyrighted when I hired a composer to to make all new stuff. So you got to be careful. I'm not a musician, so I wouldn't know. How do you get your channel to make a good first impression on its viewers? There's no way to make a good first impression. I mean, if you're trying to make a good first impression, you're not being authentic. So I would say just be you, and if that is what gives people the good impression, great. And if not, then you need to assess how you talk. Right? Don't ever try to appeal to a fan base or a fandom or anything like that. Just be you, you know? There's a lot of people who don't like me, and it's the way it is. There's a lot of people who like me, and that's the way it is. It's just how life is. You can't change that. You can't fix that. Not everyone's going to like you. You can't appeal to everybody. So just be you. What separates you from the other channels to have the audience you have now? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. That's for you guys to decide. I'm just me, and that's it. Okay. Couple of freebies there. Now we'll go to the soups, and we'll keep going back and forth. Super chat from... Rebelde. Hello there, Brazilian channel here. Hey man, do you think diary content is the best way to grow a channel, even being a small channel? Oh, do you mean daily content? Can 2 vids in week do the job? It depends what you want. If you're looking to really grow fast, you need to do... Man, I was doing 2 to 3 uploads a day. Because I just really enjoyed it, and I wanted to grow. I wanted to go really quick, and I'm really impatient, so that's what I did. How did you keep your channel new and exciting? Well, I don't know. Some people would argue that it's boring and old, but hey, I'm still here. I just make the content that I feel like making. That's really it, you know. What editing software do you use? Already answered that. What can I do to improve my Star Wars channel? I need your genuine feedback, brother. Well, always genuine here. What up, Daryl? To improve your Star Wars channel, I don't know your Star Wars channel, so I would have to study it and see it, and yeah. So I don't know. It's a very big question, open-ended question, very subjective. I would say just, I don't know. We edit the Galaxy of Adventures into anime episodes. Our vid went viral, but was copyright and blocked at 830K. On track to 1 million. Our re-upload doesn't even reach 10 views a day. How do you maintain or regain lost traction? I move on to the next video. So once the video's out, I just... That's it. It's dead to me. I focus on the next one. Keep doing what you're doing and don't stop. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, Theory. Thank you, buddy. Oh. Lost it. I lost it. Where were you guys? Thanks, QRC. Thoughts on the fandom menace? A lot of them are really nice guys. Yeah. A lot of them aren't. You know? It's just like any other fandom or sect. Yeah, I was talking to one of them the other day on Twitter. He was nice, dude. A lot of them are very nice people. They're just very passionate. Their approach is different than my approach to how I would talk about the sequels. But at the end of the day, you know, if we're taking two paths, one might be like this, one might be like this. At the end of the day, we both want the same thing, which is good Star Wars movies. But there are some who, and this is even the same, you know what? I can't even say that because it's like, the people on the other side of the spectrum. So, okay, I hold the fandom menace on like a broad spectrum. Some of them are very chill. Some of them are very, very passionate, I would say, about the sequels. And they're very vocal about it, very in your face about it. And then you flip it, and then there's the other side, which are the people who are sequel lovers, and they're like extremely in your face and obnoxious about the fact that they love the sequels. It's like doing CrossFit. It's like okay, cool, that's awesome, man, but like it's not for me, you know. So it's, you got great people in there and you got bad people in there. It's just how it is, you know. You're great, but yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I think they're fine. You're great, man. Been watching since The Last Jedi Theories. How much does the comment section really affect how you create your content? It doesn't. I mean, if some people are just like, oh, I hate this kind of video, like never make it again, sure. But nowadays, I just upload videos and I don't look at comments. I'll heart a few really nice comments and that's it. Yeah. Love your stuff. Seems, hold on, let me put this on one screen here. So I got something going here. Love your stuff. Oh, what up, AD Edits? Seems we get a lot of cross traffic between channels. Would love to work together on something. Look forward to episode 2. Thanks, man. Sounds good. Evil Droid Creations, thank you. Wacky Wampa, hey man. Hey Theory, thanks for making this video. My main goal on my channel is to entertain, and by posting good Star Wars gaming videos. Any tips for me? Hopefully, with your help, I can get better. Much love. You want to post Star Wars gaming videos? So just post them. Yeah. I'd cut them up and make them entertaining. Alright. So I will take a pause from the super chat questions and answer the regular ones. How do you stay motivated? Oh, that's just in you. If you're motivated, you're motivated. You can't instill that in a person. Okay, Nathan Marr, you're spamming too much. Let other people say their questions. So yeah. Please be respectful to other people. But to answer your question, how do you know a lot about Star Wars over the years? Just by being a fan. Should we space out playlists or do them pretty much back to back? What do you mean space out playlists? Like space out videos? What does that mean? I would just make videos like as much as you want. Yeah, I'll continue the KOTOR series. I'm thinking of starting a Star Wars main channel called Abby Skywalker and a gaming channel called... What's your email? Maybe I could contact you. Nope, I won't reply. So I am here for you right now to help you. Outside of that, I don't have time. I'm sorry. So if you're thinking about something, then just do it or don't do it. It's really that simple. I have a very cutthroat attitude when it comes to making content. I'm like, thinking about it. No, just do it. I have anxiety about recording. Just do it. It's all in your head. Just do it. Get it done. This is how I am with my content. So I'm very militaristic. My question is a long one. You will see in the chat, but you do inspire me to make content. Oh, well, thanks. I'm not a Star Wars channel, but an art channel. I would like to use some pictures and possibly footage to analyze how can I avoid copyright issues. Well, I'm not I'm not a copyright lawyer, so I can't give you advice on that. Snowy Bubbles, thanks for being a new member. I really like the quality of your videos, audio and visual. What equipment do you use for both videos and live streams? Okay, well, that's... You're looking at me now when I'm at, 2.5 million subs, just about. So, when I started, I didn't have anything but an old phone. So, you really don't need anything special to start. I know this is weird, but my whole life I've wanted to do YouTube, and my family just makes fun of me. Could you ever do a collab with me? Probably not, but yeah, wish you success, and don't listen to people making fun of you, even if they're your family. Just do what you want. I think my biggest hurdle is keeping a constant upload schedule. I get a little lazy and procrastinate. What do you do to keep up? Stop being lazy and stop procrastinating. If you want it bad enough, you'll do it. Hey Theory, I want to start reading Star Wars books and comics. Have any good recommendations? And plus you always make me have a better day. Thank you. Okay, but you're not starting a channel, are you? If you want to start reading Star Wars books and comics, there's a million out there. Start with a Darth Plagueis novel. I love that one. I do regular Star Wars content, news, theories, etc., and also music parodies with Star Wars on my channel. Do you think this can confuse the... Okay, no, so don't worry about confusing your audience. Just make what you want to make, and your channel will be what your viewers expect. What up, Meadow? Star Wars quick clips. Hey, I just started in July. Been getting a video out every 2 days or so. The niche is quick videos about Star Wars. Growing steadily, but what is the best way to promote and what tags to use? Yeah, so when I started, I didn't promote, I didn't advertise, I didn't collab, it was just organic growth. I know, great for me, but that's to tell you that if I did it, you can do it. So today's day and age, it's like, oh, like, how do you get on trending? Oh, how do I get on the front page? That's the secret. It's like, oh, what are the best tags? What's the SEO? It's like, it's all bullcrap. You don't need that. I didn't know any of that junk when I started. Go back and watch my early videos. I didn't know any of that stuff. I just made very, very terribly low production quality videos, and but I just worked hard. And for whatever reason, you guys liked it, and I loved it, and I've always loved Star Wars, so maybe it's the fact that I'm a genuine Star Wars fan, and I've been a genuine Star Wars fan since I was a kid. I can't say the same for other people that I've seen, and maybe that's why they don't have the certain success that I've luckily been granted by you, but at the end of the day, it is what it is, so... Best way to promote is to make more content. Hey Theory, after hearing the sacrifices you made to grow your channel, I worked to no end to follow the same path. My channel is now several thousand subscribers strong. Thank you. Oh, thanks Theme Park Media. I really enjoy your videos and live streams. Thanks, man. Thanks, Snowy. Thanks, Burns. So, I've been working on a fan film, says Evil Droid Creations, for the past 9 months on my own, and I've been And I've used Kickstarter to fund the rendering process twice now, and they've all failed. How do I get people to notice my film? I can't comment on that because I can't comment on anyone kickstarting their films, unless it's not a Star Wars film. If it's not a Star Wars film, look, man, if people like it, they're gonna pay attention. Word of mouth, you know. But at the end of the day, you can't rely on people, so you just have to sadly do it yourself or lower the production of your first episode, and then, you know, hopefully it catches on and you can do the next one. People will help you out with the next one. What up, Holocron? How you doing, man? Hey, Theory, what would be the best way to get more views on my Jedi Temple Guard lore videos despite the algorithm not quite favoring them due to them being ad-free? I wish to avoid ads on my videos. Okay, why? Is there a certain reason? You don't want to put ads on your videos? I don't understand. Why? If you know it's going against you, then why? And it fuels your passion. I don't see the problem. More views on your Jedi Temple Guard lore videos. Okay, here you go. Go to SIOWS Holocron channel and check out his Jedi Temple Guard lore videos. But I would say just keep making content. That's really all it is. There's no trick. How can I avoid copyright and make good quality? You rock. Thanks, Evelyn. You can't avoid copyright. If a company wants to take you down, they'll try. Best advice I have is seek a copyright lawyer for the best advice there. Sorry, I'm not a lawyer. I've talked to many, but I'm not a lawyer, so I can't give you legal advice. You want to make good quality work? Just make it good quality then. Don't cut corners. Yeah. Any tips on... You guys in the copyright, any tips on copyright or fair use issues? Any bad experiences with this? Yeah, I've had a lot of bad experiences with copyright and fair use issues. Absolutely. Absolutely, I have. It's just the name of the game, and, you know, you make some stuff sometimes, and companies want to take it for whatever reason, and whatever, man. You just got to focus on the next video, and you got to let it go. Okay, so I answered a bunch of supers. Now I'm going to answer some regular ones. Is George Lucas going to be on the show? Well, we're trying, as I said. His wife responded, which is cool. And she said that she's going to forward it to his secretary. So, you know secretaries. So, anyways. Or his assistant, or, yeah. Hopefully. It'd be nice, you know. But, I'm trying everything I can. What's my brainstorming process for coming up with videos? Here it is. Okay, let's say it's like, yeah, let's say, okay, it's right now, and tomorrow I don't have a video, which I don't. I just stay up until something manifests. That's it. So there's no process. I don't have any sort of process or anything like that. Unless I have saved scripts, which is great, but sometimes I just don't feel, a lot of times I just don't feel like uploading that stuff. Tamora Morrison's agency has posted his resume that he'll play Boba Fett in the Mando, various directors. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you for that message and your super chat, but this is just for content creators who want to grow, so I want to leave all the space and time for them, as I won't be here long. How often should I upload? As often as you can. If you have all the time in the world, I would say spend every waking moment working. So the first 2 years I slept 3 hours, maybe 4 hours a night. 5 hours was luxurious. Yeah, I was just hellbent. I was just fixated But that's just how I am. What kind of tips could you give me as someone... No, this doesn't apply to just Star Wars. What kind of tips could you give me as someone who makes Spider-Man and other comic book films and games videos? It's a very open-ended question. I would say just work hard and constantly make videos. Don't upload crap. Don't clickbait. Make sure you create quality content over quantity, but if you can do both, that's the ticket. Any tips on growing a second channel? Apply everything you did with the first one. How many subscribers should I start selling my merch? There's no rule. There's no number. It's whenever you want. Abby, I already answered your question. So if you're thinking of starting a channel, it means you're not very serious. So start it. Just start it. There's no thinking. Just do it. I'm an upcoming LEGO Star Wars stop motion animation channel and tribute channel. How often should I upload? Every waking moment. I'm from Portugal and I have a YouTube channel about Pokemon gameplays and other nostalgic games from my childhood. What advice do you have for a channel focused in gameplays? Make them entertaining, yeah. So don't, make sure you're taking time to edit all the boring parts of the gameplay, cut them out, and just make it very concise. People have ADD, especially nowadays. I did when I was younger, and now it's even worse. I just don't have time to sit and watch something if it's not entertaining. If it loses my interest, there's so many other things that I can click on, on the internet. So why should I stay on your video? Give me a reason. So you got to think like that. Do you recommend treating YouTube like a standard job? Work as long and as hard as possible? No. Every job I had where I was working for someone, I absolutely hated. And for the most part. And yeah, there was no passion in there for me, and it was like work, But I love what I do. I wouldn't be able to do it for well, it's not even that long. It's only been 4-something years now, but I have so many other channels, and I'm, it's everything's growing exponentially. So, it's fun. If you're passionate about something, then it's fun and it's great, and you'll just be successful. So, I recently started Flurkin's Galaxy. I was looking for good tips for good Star Wars gaming. Yeah, sorry I answered the gaming thing. You guys seem to ask a lot of the same questions. Like, do you have any tips on growing it? It's like, there's more than just one answer, one quick line that I can give you. Like, work hard. It's like, there's so much more that comes to this. It's like, you have to sacrifice everything if you want to truly grow. For example, my fiance is a huge Disney fan. She's obsessed with Disney. She loves the movies. She loves the Pixar in general. She loves, like Toy Story and that stuff. So, and she's like a freaking encyclopedia. Like, she knows everything. So I told her to create a channel if she wants. And she was very nervous and this and that. She's using my equipment. Okay, so she's using top of the line, like thousands and thousands of dollars worth of equipment that I use on the channel here to make her videos. She's been doing it for 5 months, and her subs are only, I think, like 650 or something. And she uploads very regularly. Like, she's getting first-hand information from me and support from me. And, I don't shout her out or anything like that. Maybe a couple times on the game channel, but still, even then, it's like, it's hard, dude. It is hard to make a channel. It is not easy. So I understand, because I went through it and I did it myself, by myself, and I learned everything by myself. I didn't have anyone telling me stuff. So I'm here so you guys can bypass that and not waste your time, you know, and get frustrated and fed up, because there is a breaking point eventually where you're like, okay, you know what, I can do this full time, and it's beautiful. After that, it's very stressful because it's like, oh, why is this going to be taken away from me? Is it not? But you go through it, and it's a fun process. What kind of content would be the best to start with? Would be hard to do some original content right from the start, but also don't want to copy anyone. Well, look, if you're making Star Wars content, it's hard not to copy people because topics are topics, and none of us created Star Wars, so we're just commenting on it. So I mean, you know, just make content you want. Don't overthink it. Oh, what up, Wesley? We got Gouda. Oh, I lost you guys again. There we go. YouTube operates in a gray area as far as IP. Are there basics, fundamentals to the legality of things that you wish you could have known before you started? No. No. Where'd you get that jacket? Keep up the good work. It's Lululemon. It's like my favorite clothing brand. How do you get past past that view and sub plateau? How do you get past that view and sub plateau? You just work harder. Hi, Star Wars Theory. Would love it if you check out my Star Wars fan film called Star Wars Decay. Yeah, I'm not going to. Sorry, but I appreciate it. Maybe I will sometime when I'm looking at Star Wars fan films. So, Nathaniel Armstrong, thank you. Hey, man, are you just prioritizing Star Wars only channels in this video, or helping those who have some Star Wars content, but also other content? Well, I have like 7 other channels, so, and each of them are not Star Wars except for this one. So, yeah, nah, this applies to everything. So whatever you want to discuss, it's all good. It's all the same formula at the end of the day. What's your opinion on the Den of Nerds channel? Would you collaborate with him? I don't know him. I don't collaborate with people, really. I've always been a lone wolf. I've always done my thing. I'm not part of any sort of group. I'm not part of any sort of clique. I know a lot of Star Wars YouTubers in the beginning were like very cliquey. Yeah, I'm not part of that. I do my own thing. I've always done my own thing. I've never gotten a handout or a shout out or a help from anybody, and I'm going to keep it that way. Den of Nerds, right. He sent a super chat once on Rule of 2, I think. Right. I think I've seen his videos. If I'm thinking of the right guy. Right. Seems like a nice guy. Is there a way to balance relationships and kids with this job, or do you have to sacrifice everything? By the way, I love the Vader fan film. Much love from Violin Jedi. Thanks, buddy. Oh, Violin Jedi. I thought you were trying to say that's a place. I was trying to sound fancy. Well, I don't know. I don't have kids. And when I started, I didn't have a relationship. But that's the thing, is if you have kids, you got to prioritize them, you know? Everything comes secondary. So whenever you have free time, just, you know, focus on your channel. How do I avoid copyright issues with my merch? There's nothing copyrightable about my merch. Everything is hand-drawn by an artist. Nothing is using the names of an IP or a copyrighted entity. Nothing is... I've seen some Star Wars YouTubers take images of Star Wars actors and throw them on t-shirts and sell them. And they're still running, baby. They're still fine. So, no, I make sure all my stuff is very unique, organic, All my designs are from Venomous. I commission him for all my art. He does fantastic art, and they're all hand-drawn pieces. They're that I pay him to make, and that's it. I don't use any copyright names, no copyright faces. That's it. Yeah, everything is custom, my own. It's up for your own interpretation, what you want to think of it as. Thanks, Koopaloop. Is it worth doing a Star Wars Let's Play channel, and is it okay to have a second series on the channel within the same genre? What do you mean, is it worth it? So when I started the channel, I never was like, is it worth it? I was just like, oh, that's a cool idea. I'll just make a video about it. And it's like, that was it. Like, making this channel was a mistake. Not in the sense that I shouldn't have done it. It was like, I didn't anticipate I didn't go into it being like, I'm gonna make this a big channel. It's like, no, I was at home. I had a cold. I was very bored. That was it. Force Awakens came out like 6 months ago. That's it, man. I was trying to keep myself busy and I was just bored at home. That was all. And then I forgot about the channel for like 3 weeks and that was it. Yeah. How do you preserve your high views, not end up with example for 10K views per vid with 1 million subs? I don't know. That's for you guys to decide. Yeah, I don't... If I had a certain power over what views I'd get, every video would get, millions and millions of views, but that's just the way it is. There have been videos where I, throw in an entire day's worth of work, literally sitting there for an entire day, and it would perform super poorly, but then, you do a video about, I don't know, some drama, or you do a video about something stupid that and it does extremely well. So I don't know. Vandecoop, someone super chat him for his opinion on the Fandom Menace as well, please. I'm curious. You can rewind the video. Yeah, I already talked to you guys. As I said, and I'll reiterate again, some of you guys are awesome, some of you guys are not. And it's the same with the other side of the fandom, with people who are blindly in love with the sequels. Some of them are very nice to talk to, and some of them are a-holes. It's just like any sort of person or group or anything. I'm not going to say any certain group or whatever is all perfect and they're all sunshine and rainbows, because nobody is, including myself. I've seen your tweets on Twitter. You've always been very kind and courteous to me. The same with someone else, Drunk 3PO. He's always been very nice and respectful and kind to me. So, but then I've also seen other members of the Fandom Menace who like to call me shills and like to say things about me on Twitter, and I see them, I just don't comment. It is what it is. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. So, can a channel be successful covering several topics, i.e. gaming, technology, movies, or should it be specific to one topic? No, you do whatever you want. Yeah. Whatever you feel like covering. There's no rule. It's your channel, What's the best way to handle hate? Don't ask me. I'm not very good at it. But I would say ignore it. You always got to take the high ground, and more often than not, I don't. At what size do most sponsors begin to approach you? At any size. Yeah, any size. They just pay you more the bigger you are. But I don't do any sponsors, really. The only ones I've actually done are with Lego and Seagate, and that's because I use their products. And they're good companies. How do I come up with ideas for videos? I don't know, that's always been very natural. It's just whatever I feel like in the moment. What do you think of my channel? I don't know your channel. Me and my friend started a Star Wars channel called Star Wars Chat, so we're not sure what to do as the first video because we have no ideas. Then why'd you start a channel? So I feel like people are starting channels before knowing exactly what they want to do just to, you know, start a channel. That's not how this works. You have an idea, and then that's when you start a channel, right? So it has to be fueled from some sort of idea or passion, not just, I want to make a channel. It's like, nah. That's like saying, I want to have a degree in university, so I'm just going to pick this random subject. It's like, well, do you care about it? Do you like it? Are you going to follow through with it? So you got to really, you know, enjoy the things that you create a channel on. So it might be Star Wars, it might not be. Can you explain the other platforms, i.e. Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and how they work together with YouTube? So if you grow your social following, it can always play back to your channel and vice versa. It's just extra exposure. Yeah. I love how he saw my comment out of all the others. First time he pronounced my username. Is it Vandicoop or Vandicoo? You got a little French on there? Vandicoo. Little Vandicoo. Little Vandicoo action. No, man, look. Let me. You asked about the fandom menace. I love everyone who respects me and is kind to me and cordial, and isn't a jerk off. So I don't care if you're the fandom menace. I don't care if you are a sequel lover. I don't care if you are an SJW. I don't care if you're right wing. I don't care if you're left wing. If you're a nice person, if you're respectful, if you're a good person to me, and you're respectful to me. What you believe and what you do and whatever is up to you. As long as you're not hurting people and you're respectful to others and myself, we're cool. Yeah. But the day you're not, yeah, I'm not gonna take it. Never been one to take shit. Why did I make a channel? Because I wanted to. Because I like Star Wars. Yeah. I want to make a Star Wars channel, but I feel like my friends will make fun of me. Nah, don't worry about your friends. What do your friends know? What the hell do your friends know? Can you check my channel? I think you'll like my content. Nope. Sorry. How do you preserve... Okay, we got next. If I can I get a shout out? And I also want to know how to grow fast and if you could make a guest appearance in my chair. I won't make a guest appearance. How do you grow fast? Cut out everything in life that isn't making videos. Yeah. Good luck, Avery. Evelyn, thank you again. Echo Base Network Live says, we dropped a Star Wars sequel documentary that you were included in and it got 167,000 views. How do you continue to grow after a big project like that? Well, 167,000 views isn't big, so it's all relative to what you think. So if you tell PewDiePie that, he'll be like, that's terrible. You know, if you tell someone who doesn't have a channel, they're like, that's insane. If you tell me, that's average. It's like, okay. So there's no way to continue growth from an already successful video. You just keep making content. Sending from Outback up channel. I will not let me SC from our main channel. Are we blocked? No. I also don't sleep making content as well. You're correct. It's all about how badly you want it. I just hit 100K a couple weeks ago. Love your work ethic. Yeah, AD edits. You make great work, man. You make great trailers. I love them. They're very entertaining and they're very moving. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? Do you remember giveaways? I have some in mind for a 501K subscriber count. Yeah, Josh Bio. I do recommend giveaways. I used to do them. I was the first one on YouTube to actually do lightsaber giveaways all the time. And then another channel started doing phony ones and just completely ruined the vibe. So whenever I did them, people were... their trust was shaken because of someone else. So I stopped doing them. I'm like, screw this. Would you ever do a video with a guy called Star Force 1? I hear he shares a very similar audience with you. We'll be hitting 100k subs very soon, and I attribute a lot of it to you. Yeah, Theory. Oh, thanks, man. That's great that I could help in some sort of way. I probably won't do a video with you. I'm just being real, dude. I'm not going to lead you on. Yeah, I just don't do stuff like that. Hey, thanks for taking the time to answer our questions and helping out. One question, any particular sources you use or recommend for news and updates? No. Google, and then I fact check to see if this is legit or not. There have been times in the past where I've jumped the gun on things, on articles, and I was wrong, and you always gotta retract your statement. Right, remember the integrity thing? If you guys have been here since the beginning of this video, then you'll understand. Hello there, big fan. I do lore videos from an in-universe perspective, and I'm also starting off with limited resources. Any tips for making the most out of a little? Darth Maul's holocron. Thanks, man. Do lore videos? Okay, so there's no way you can have less resources than I did, because I had a phone and a laptop, so that's all you need. It's really all you need. And now we're here. So I'm too scared to upload videos as I have a lisp, and I'm afraid people will make fun of me. Any tips on how to overcome this? Yeah, so that's all in your head. You know, if people want to make fun of you and that affects you, then yeah, that'll stop you from making videos. But F them, you know? Make your videos. Be proud of your lisp. That's who you are. That's how you talk. F them, dude. Mike Tyson has a lisp, and he's the most talented boxer in the world, and the most feared man. So I mean, like, embrace it. You know, there are a lot of people that like lisps, so every person will have an audience. What do you think about making a Matrix movie channel? Would you ever consider making a Matrix movie channel? Yeah, so I have a second channel, well, a sixth channel called Fantasy Theory, where I made one Matrix video, but I just don't have time to keep up on it. So yeah. I think Matrix is an awesome franchise to cover. Hey, Theory, I'm a gaming creator. I don't have a question. Just wanted to say this is awesome of you to have this live stream. Keep up the great work, Goat. Thanks, man. Thanks, buddy. I just started my new Star Wars channel called Darth Valdez. I'm a big fan of yours, and you've been an inspiration. A boost would be a blessing. Thanks, man. What all programs do you use to edit your videos? So in the beginning, it was just iMovie, but you can do Windows Movie Maker. It doesn't matter. Now it's Final Cut Pro 10, Audition, Premiere Pro, After Effects. I use Photoshop for my thumbnails. What else I got? I don't know. I think that's it. But in the beginning, I didn't have Photoshop. I had, I forgot what it was. It was like some free online web browser, Photoshop wannabe. Very easy. Very easy to find those. Any tips for dealing creator burnout and depression? Well, depression is a different topic altogether. If you want, you can go to my advice theory channel, therapy theory channel, where we actually talk about psychology, because I've been fortunate enough to learn from very many brilliant and credited PhD minds, as well as non-PhD minds. So if you want and that interests you, you can go there. We have weekly discussions on there. A few thousand people. It's fun. It's great. Small group, but it's awesome. Not for everyone, though. Any tips on dealing with creator burnout? If you're burnt out, you're probably making the wrong content. And I don't mean you're just making like wrong Star Wars stuff. I'm just making, I just mean you're making stuff to appease to an audience or something. Just make something that you enjoy, because if you enjoy it, you're never burnt out. Hey Theory, thank you for all you do. I always think that there are no shortcuts and you need to put in hard work. But you said you will not shout content creators out. How will that work? So I'm not going to shout them out in this stream. What do you mean? I'm not here to shout you out. I'm here to tell you how to get the work done. I'm not gonna fish for you. I'm going to teach you how to fish. So I'm going to give you shout outs later on in the months to come. Certain channels. But I'm not here to... That's not what this stream is about. The stream is to help you and to overcome certain obstacles and answer any questions you have. So, no one gave me a shout out. Here's a general idea to anyone. Write a story theory on the TIE pilot that flew over the Falcon in 4. If it wasn't for that pilot, Luke's journey might never just happened and Death Star would be okay. Do you ever consider hiring a team to work for you? How big does your empire grow before you start to delegate? Or do you prefer to work lone wolf life? I've definitely hired people to give me more free time so that I can focus on my other channels and focus on other parts of Star Wars Theory, but there's never really a time to do that. It's just whenever you feel like some people could handle the work, the grunt work that you know you can do and you've been doing, but it just takes so much time. But if you just check over it, if you hire people and they do it well, then great. And, you know, you got the money to pay them, cool. You're paying people and you make their lives better because they get money and you get more time. So it's awesome. So it's whenever you can do it. But for the most part, I prefer the lone wolf life. And that's what I did for 3 years. It's the last year where I definitely have hired people to help, for sure. Hey Theory, you know how I can get some realistic clone trooper armor? No, that's irrelevant from this stream. I want to keep it to just helping people grow their channels. Hey Theory, talk to Darth Hader on Instagram. He's my guy who played Vader in the fan film. Hey Theory, love your content. I was curious what your opinion on Geeks and Gamers or Drunk 3PO is. That is irrelevant, and I've answered that twice in this stream. I follow Drunk 3PO. I think he's a nice guy. I mean, I don't have any reason to not follow him. And Geeks and Gamers was at my my fan film. He was at the filming of it. He's always been nice to me. I got nothing bad to say about the guy. He's always been respectful and nice to me. So, if you're looking for me to say something bad about someone, yeah. I'll say something bad about someone when I really don't like them. But at the end of the day, it's just not really a path that I want to follow. And there are definitely a lot of people I don't like on YouTube. But, yeah, I got no problem with Geeks and Gamers or Drunk 3PO. Look, like I said, if you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. You had mentioned sharing all the mistakes you have made so far. Can you share some of them? Sure. Feeding the trolls is one. The second one is... I'd say the main one is worrying about your channel dying. Worrying about your last video underperforming. I would just... You know, I have this mentality where I just make a video and I just go on to the next one. That's it. You know? Instead of this like, oh, you know, what did I do wrong? What did I... But, you know, also, in a sense, analyzing your past videos is good, but sometimes I did it too much. Any tips for small YouTubers that are making relevant content but can't seem to get noticed? Also, to the guy who has a lisp, I watched a guy who has a lisp who has great content. Lisp doesn't matter to me. Yeah, right on. Any tips for small YouTubers that are making relevant content but can't seem to get noticed? Make more content. Just work harder. And when I started, there were several large channels who were there before me, and I frickin' rocketed past all of them. So I just worked harder. That's all it was. Did you ever have periods of loneliness, and if so, how do you deal with it, get through it? Well, that's a topic for advice theory, therapy theory. Yeah, sure. You know, every human does. I'm not immortal. I'm not a machine. So, but I'm generally a pretty happy guy, and you have to understand how to deal with your thoughts in general. And the best way to deal with thoughts is to let them be there and not analyze them. So if you're lonely, loneliness is a concept. It's a thought. It's not necessarily, to a certain extent, it's not necessarily. There are many people who are lone wolves and they're just by themselves, and you know they're happy as can be. And then there are people who are surrounded by lots of people and they're lonely. It's just how you are in your mind. I'm looking to build my channel based on squadrons. Where should I go to have permissions from Disney to talk about Star Wars in general? You don't need permission. It's free speech, man. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Hey, man, thank you for doing this. I'd love to know your biggest obstacle to get through was and what you learned from it. Sacrificing sleep. That's probably the hardest. What I learned from it? If you asked me to do that again, I don't know if I could. I don't know. There was some special energy and determination in me at the time. I just went with it, you know? And I don't know if I could do that again. But maybe it's because, you know, I put in the time and I'm just like, I don't want to do it anymore. But yeah, I'd probably say maybe sleep a little more. You know? Don't be so crazy OCD about, you know, getting a video out. I was very, very OCD about everything. Quality to, you know, getting the videos out and at a certain time, this and that. Very analytical guy. Too analytical, which isn't a great thing. What programs are best at video editing for starting off a channel? Yeah, when you're starting off, use the basics. Windows Movie Maker, iMovie, free stuff. You don't need anything else. I love your channel. You're awesome. Keep up the hard work. Thanks, Nate. I've wanted to start a lore channel for a long time, be it be Star Wars or other things. I'm wondering the best topic to start with, maybe as a series of videos before branching out. Just start, man. Yeah, don't overthink things. Don't, you know, just start. Are there other Star Wars YouTube channels you ever collaborated? I collaborated with Lore Master, who used to be Fact Free. Yeah. All the other ones in my mind are... And Star Wars HQ. They're great guys, but I've never actually collabed with Star Wars HQ. I pay no mind to the other ones. Yeah, there's so many things that I could say about them that would make you guys just be like, wow. But that's just my experience, and I'm going to keep it private. So I'm also trying to think of a way to make my videos unique and not falling into a trap of doing reactionary lore videos, videos commenting on videos I've just seen, such as yours. What's a reactionary lore video? Videos commenting on videos I've just seen, such as yours. Is that a dig? I'm also trying to think of a way to make my videos unique. Well, if you have to think of a way to make them unique, then they're not organically unique. Everyone's video is unique because it's theirs, and there's no one person like the other. So, and you're not better than the next person if they do commentary videos. If you know what you're talking about, commentary is a very great thing. Are you happy with what you do? Yes. Have you heard of @chat and Darth Arf? No. Suggest doing more shorts. Suggest doing more short 15 to 20 minute videos and leaving the longer ones for audio only podcast. Okay. Just make them, dude. Just make the videos. There's no rule. Your advice is golden, brother. You're the best. Thanks, man. Have you ever heard of the tragedy of Darth? Yes. Do you use any tag generators? Yeah, TubeBuddy is good when you're starting out. Do you come up with tags yourself? At the end of the day, tags really don't matter. If the content's great, you know, I've uploaded videos with the best tags, and they do poorly. I've uploaded videos with literally no tags and the worst SEO, and they do well. It's just what catches the eye. Much love from Scotland. Thanks, man. I'm mainly a streamer on Twitch, but I'm hoping to branch into YouTube, but not too sure about what type of content would do well here. Any advice? Yeah, so you can't go into it with that mindset where like, oh, I don't know what content would do well here. It's just make the content and figure it out as you go. There's no formula, there's no path, there's no nothing. It's just make the content and enjoy it as you go. What do you do when you sound different in a video than how you actually hear yourself? What do you mean, bro? This just changing the pitch on the video editing software. My channel is basically changing the music from Star Wars sequel trilogy because the soundtrack was really underwhelming. I thought the sequels had a great soundtrack. It was one of the best parts of the sequels, I think. 100 subs and counting. Do you think that's a good premise? So yeah, again, there's no good premise, bad premise, good idea, bad idea. If you have an idea, make it. You know, it seems like you guys are looking for what gets views. Take that out of it. That is not your concern at this point. You're not getting any views right now anyways, right? So just make the content you want to make, and if it gets views, great. If it doesn't, you can assess. Maybe there's something you're doing wrong, but it doesn't ultimately mean that you need to change everything completely. It could just be that you are a small channel. Look, I guarantee you, if I take one of my videos right now and I upload them on a brand new channel, let's say I upload them on one of my small channels that I don't even work on, it won't get traction. It's just how it is. So to get in the eye of the people, you have to really, really work hard. It is not easy. It is not going to come overnight. It is going to take years, but it's possible. So there's no guarantee on YouTube. Just remember that. You started your Star Wars channel yesterday as soon as I said I'd do a live? Good. Do you think analytics are helpful? Or I don't even dude, I don't even know how to read my analytics properly. The basics, sure, but I don't give a crap about that stuff. I don't look at it. I don't look into it. I just make my videos, I upload, and that's it. That's really it. Yeah, there's analytics are great and they definitely will help you. I just didn't take the time to actually look into them. I'm really not an analytics guy like that. I'm more analytical about my videos and the content. Off topic, wanted to say thanks for everything you do, man. Battling addiction and mental illness heavily lately, and your vids help me get through it. Yo, Julian, if you ever want to talk, man, head over to Therapy Theory. We talk a lot over there with everyone's problems. So I love chatting with you guys. You guys open my eyes to a lot of stuff, and I hope I open your eyes too. Keep fighting the good fight, buddy. Don't give in. Never give in. Just remember, it all starts and ends up here. Wookie Cookie, thanks, man. Austin says, been watching lots of your content. Love it. Even purchased some more items from your merch. May the force be with you always. Thanks, man. Thank you, Austin. Glad you see some value in the content. I'm glad it makes you entertained. Nathan says, I've wanted to start a gaming channel for a few years now. Do it. Why haven't you done it? But I'm worried if I don't cover the newest in gaming, no one will be interested, but I'd love to cover some old Star Wars games like Empire at War, Republic Commando. Those are the games people are interested in, so be mindful of your thoughts. They betray you. So just do it, man. You want to make a channel, do it. Don't worry about the views. Don't worry about how it's going to be or how you think it's going to be or how it's going to fail or what if it doesn't do this. It's already dead because you haven't created it. So it can't get worse than this. Just go make it. Go make videos. And you will be very, very, what's the word? Not encouraged, but you will be very, whatever. You're going to get crappy views in the beginning, and that's just the way it is. It might be years. I still get crappy views on some videos, and I'm just like, well, whatever. Just go on to the next one. I guess, you know, that one didn't catch or people didn't see it. There's so many different things and so many different variables that go into people watching your video. Thumbnails, titles, sure, but it's also about YouTube pushing your content or not. There have been times where I've noticed, and this is a theory that I have, is that they just will like not favor your content and they just won't push it like, you know, normally they would. So that happens. You just got to roll with it. That's all it is. Most of you spammers need to get a job. Not everyone can be a famous YouTuber. Wrong. Everyone can be a famous YouTuber. You just got to work hard enough. So if you work day and night for years, it could happen. For some others, it could be, you know, a 1 month thing and you'll be successful. So it's don't ever let anyone tell you you can't do it. It's just going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort. That's all it is. What are good ideas for your first video? First video or last video, it doesn't matter. Just make it. Make a video. Anything. What do you find interesting? Whatever you find interesting, then just make it. What don't I use on my thumbnails? I don't understand the question. Is it best to upload weekly, monthly, or daily? Whenever you want, but daily is best. Should you change your video content to match the higher traffic videos? Well, that always helps, but then there's the burnout factor, right? Like, if you do that, you'll get tired of talking about a certain topic because you're just like, I don't give a crap about this. But if you do, then hey, that's awesome, double win. Learn SEO and SEA. Well, nah, in the beginning I didn't know any of that stuff, and I still don't really know that stuff, so it doesn't... It helps. It all helps, but it doesn't really... Drunk 3PO, thanks for the kind words. My thing is never get caught up in those encouraging comments. Heavy sarcasm. Have fun in the journey. Thanks for this. Thanks, buddy. Enjoying our new Twitter friendship. So you guys asked earlier, what do you think of the Fandom Menace? Drunk 3PO and I know Vandecoop are in the Fandom Menace. They're both nice guys. So, look, if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you, man. It's as simple as that. Why do you hate Eckhart's Ladder? I don't hate Eckhart's Ladder, but I don't like him. And I have my reasons. And if I talk about it, it's just going to be dramatic, and I'd just rather not. So, I see a lot of people asking that. Be very upfront with you guys. I'm not gonna, you know, lie about things. If I don't like someone, I don't like someone. But we're not here to talk about that, so let's keep it about the topic on growing channels. H swear word says, what's that emoji? Says mic drop. Thanks, man. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but okay, thank you. For tomorrow, what if Grievous bested Kenobi in Revenge of the Sith? There would be no high ground then, would there? video editing tool do I use? Final Cut Pro 10. What are super chats and what do they do? They're like tips to your waiter. Toss a coin to your witcher. YouTube takes 30% of them. What camera do I recommend to start with? Whatever comes with your computer, or just a regular webcam. I'm cool with you, man. You saved me from death. Veronica, love you, man. It's all good. What was the hardest part about hardware to increase the quality of your voice? My voice has always been quality. It's just finding a microphone that captures your voice better. That's all. So what I sound like in real life is what I sound like in the lore videos, which I record in the other room. That's the recording room. This is the streaming room. This is like a compared to everything there, this is like a cheap mic, cheap setup. So the stuff you hear over there is like, the recording equipment alone is like 5-6 grand, let alone the computer. So all of that really helps capture how your voice would sound if I was, you know, in front of you talking to you. So it really just comes down to your microphone and your setup. Was I ever nervous? No. No, what's to be nervous about? People have made fun of me my whole life. There's nothing to be nervous about. I just don't care anymore, you know? So it doesn't matter. And that's just how it is. People will love you. People will hate you. People will make fun of you. People will twist your words. People will try to say you said something. They'll lie about you. At the end of the day, the people who are with you know who you are. They won't be swayed by that. And those are the people that I care about. The rest, I don't. So there's nothing to be nervous about ever, whether, you know, people will like you or not. Am I going to collaborate with smaller channels? I won't have smaller channels on my channel, but I'd be open to being on their channel. You know, for, you know, quick interviews or whatever. I'd be open to it. And I would love to shout them out in some sort of way. Whether it's, you know, through streams or I could even hold like a live stream, you know, just purely for shouting out small Star Wars channels. But typically those videos don't really do well because like the people who don't care about that and they're already getting their Star Wars fix from like me or whatever other channel, they're not going to care. So it's got to be done in some way where, you know, like a lot of people are seeing it. Vandicoot, you didn't tell me if it's Vandicoop or Vandicoo. I'm just gonna keep saying it with a little French twist on the end there. Long member of this channel. Thank you, bro. I'm a creator here and Twitch, but only wanted to say love you, the videos, and your general attitude. No strings attached, just thank you. Thanks, man. That's a very nice comment. Obi-Wan Toki, I was thinking of doing some Star Wars Black Series reviews. Do it. Those are always fun. I came across the 2017 SDCC Thrawn box, along with maybe some, Karate Kid figures I got of Miyagi, Johnny, and Daniel. Love the streams. Dude, that'd be fun. Hey, Theory, I absolutely adore you for your channel. I'm thinking of starting a podcast to talk about various topics Any tips on video structure and planning? No, just get to the point. Yeah, don't dance around things in the beginning. People have a very short attention span. Just, you know, when they click, get into the... If you notice, I recently took out my intro because I'm like, you know what, man? I want it to be even more to the point. We don't need to see my stupid face with that intro. We know it's Star Wars Theory. We know it's me. We know it's the channel. Let's just get into the video. So that's why I took it out. I may have a new one day. We'll see. Don't know. Right now, I'm not feeling it. So you just got to go with what you feel in the moment. Hey Theory, I'm an aspiring comic book artist and want to draw for Vader, Star Wars in general. Was wondering if I could make one. What if Padme lived? I was wondering if I or you. What if Padme lived? That'd be interesting. Yeah, I could throw that in there someday. Kyberphonic, what up, dude? Love you, man. Guys, go check out Kyberphonic. He has a great channel with just custom saber fonts for smooth swing lightsabers. Force effects lights, but like legit ones. Daniel Prudent, thank you, man. And Justin, thank you. Can you make a video about Master Yoda turning to the dark side? I think I have. Star Wars fiction, any advice you can give on fan fictions or doing a series like 20 parts? Do you ever use voice modifiers like Vader? Thanks for today. Absolutely. Have you seen my Vader comics? Or any of the fan fictions I do? I use a voice modulator. Just like random stuff in Final Cut Pro that I just play around with different settings and it just makes you sound different. So if I choose one I like and that's it. What's the best Star Wars content to review? Love your videos. It's whatever you find the best. So best, again, you're looking for views, and that usually is short run and doesn't work, and by the time, you know, you make a video for views, people have moved on to the next thing. And for the most case. But I would say theories are always fun. Or if you review like a toy or something, you know, it's... My channel combines learning the violin with Star Wars. There is a wealth of wisdom in the saga can be used for good. IRL, what Jedi wisdom would you use to teach those who want to grow their channel? Well, rewind an hour and a half. Yeah. At the end of the day, if I could do it, if I could just say it in one short sentence, just work hard. Work harder than the next guy. Work hard like as if you need to work twice as hard just to be on par with the other dude. If you want to think of it like a race. But if you don't, then just make the content you like and have fun with it, and that's it. And, you know, whatever happens, happens. Hey Theory, hope all is well. I emailed you about a fan fiction that I wrote regarding The Last Jedi. I would really like for you to read in my email. Bro, I'm not going to read your email. I got tons of things to do. I'm not going to read a fan fiction. I'm just being real with you. I'm not going to get your hopes up. So, yeah, not going to read it. I don't read emails either. So I've hired someone to actually read all my emails and screen them. And the important things they send to me. Not that yours isn't important, but in my world, I have to do a ton of million things. So I'm not going to read your fan fiction. But I'm sure it's great. Longtime fan. When are you watching fan films? Oh, I do that on the gaming channel sometimes. Yeah, so sometimes I just start watching Star Wars fan films and that's it. Yeah. Do you normally stream and then trim those streams into videos, or do you mix it up? So on the gaming channel, I just stream. And then I might, yeah, lately I've been mixing it up. I have a guy that mixes it up. Nick D of the 501st. He does a fantastic job and he makes them very funny. Okay, guys, stop asking me about other Star Wars YouTubers. I don't... I wish them all the best, but I don't care about them. Oh, you replied to it? I guess I missed it, dude. Anyways, you pronounced it right the first time, Vandecoop. Okay. Oh, what the hell? You retracted your comment. What would you... What would you say for how to grow your channel when you're young? Young or old makes no difference. Just start. If you have an idea and you have a passion, just start. It's very easy. Don't get so tied up in the whole grandiose scheme of, oh, like what if it won't do well? What if it will? Just start. Just start it. Longtime fan. Thanks, buddy. If I could make a comic on what if Padme lived. If you could. I gotta go back. What was your question? Wondering if I. You're an aspiring comic book artist. If you could make. Why are you asking me if you could make a fan fiction? I can't tell you if you can make it or you can't. That's like me asking you if I can make a fan fiction. Make it. Have fun. You can't sell it, obviously, because it's IP, but... Yeah, we didn't watch the Mando. We didn't do the Mando watch party yesterday. It just didn't happen, sorry. So, I'll try to do it tomorrow or something. We'll figure it out. Or we'll do 2 next week. But I'll let you guys know. Do I have any tips for Star Wars podcasters? No? What do you mean? Just... There's no tip. Just start. Just make a podcast. I have another question. How are you able to make your audience retention so high and keep your audience interested to the point you get them to watch all the way through? That'll never happen. They never watch all the way through. Typically, on average, people will turn away like at 50% mark. So if you're doing better than that, then great. But the way to combat that is to make longer videos. But then again, herein lies the problem, is don't make garbage videos, because they'll just turn away within the first second. Yeah, Final Cut Pro is like a $500 program. Do I have advice on time management? Yeah, so just depends how bad you want. If you want it to grow, which I assume that's why you're here in this seminar sort of thing, you need to deduct everything from your life that isn't making videos and isn't essential. So if, you know, paying rent and all that is essential, obviously, let's say you're not living at home with your parents or something, you know, work comes first, and then everything after that that isn't important, isn't vital to your survival, toss it. Now people will say, you know, live a balanced life, you know, just, you know, grow the channel slower. I didn't do that, so you can listen to that, but I didn't do that. I just went balls to the wall insane and literally locked myself in my home and just my little apartment, and just made videos in the corner of the room. Literally. You know, the sun would be coming up and the birds would be chirping and I still would be editing. Sounds very romantic, but it's hard. It's not easy. Especially when you're like, I'd be typing and I'd fall asleep and I'd just be like having a micro, what is it? A micro sleep, a dream. I'd be having a literal dream. I'd hallucinate things coming out of the walls. I was just so sleep deprived. But that's what it took, and I'm here now. So I don't recommend that, but that's what I did. Oh, a comic of my theory? Oh, sure, man. Yeah, I don't... There's no copyright on my ideas. Look, you can't copyright Star Wars. It's already copyrighted. So feel free to talk or do anything. There's... Yeah. What's the best way to contact you? I'd love to interview for my channel. I'm currently making a fan film myself, and I try to pop out as much fun, random content as possible. You can email me. My assistant will get to you, my rep. But there's no promises that I will have time to come on your show anytime soon, but I'd love to, actually. So, as mentioned earlier, I'd love to do that kind of stuff. a comic of your theory. What if Padme lived? Right. Thanks for the inspiration. Much respect. Hey, Mike. What's going on, buddy? Much respect to you, man. You're awesome. Unrelated to YouTube, but you might enjoy the recently remastered commercial with Mark Hamill as Master Luke for Star Wars Vector Prime. What's that? Should I splurge on gear and software for making videos? Nope. No, build your channel first. Here's how it went. I had a crappy old phone, and I had a busted old laptop, busted phone, busted laptop, and they were both slow and old, and I recorded my voice into my phone. I airdropped it to my laptop to iMovie, and chopped it up, put some pictures over it, export, done. That's it. That was it. And then I upgraded to a $40 microphone, which was, I think it was like a USB Snowball or something like that. Yeah, and still the same computer. And then I upgraded to a $90 Yeti, a Blue Yeti, I think. I still have all these microphones too. I've gone through probably 3 Blue Yetis, and then I upgraded to a $700 microphone and I think it was like a $500 or $600 interface, and then I upgraded to then I got a PC for the gaming channel, which is now, you know, the streaming channel and everything else. And I got a Shure SM7B, which is this one, with a Focusrite and a cloud lifter, which not top of the line stuff at all, but in the other room, top of the line stuff. So you don't need to. That's how I started. You don't need to do that. You can just start very basic. Hey Theory, what if Qui-Gon survived past the Phantom Menace and decided to join Count Dooku as part of the Separatist? How would it impact the story? It's a different video for a different time. But it's a cool theory. Thanks for sending it. Good going, Theory, for doing this. Much love, bro. What up, Par? Thanks, man. Hope your day's going well, man. Any tips on beating the YouTube algorithm? So this is something I see all the time, and I'm very glad you brought this up. That doesn't exist. There's no algorithm like working against you, like, ah ha ha, I want you to fail. It's like, it doesn't exist, man. It doesn't work. Yeah, that doesn't. Sure, the algorithm like isn't always in your favor, but at the end of the day, I mean, you know, I'm still here, and the algorithm has fluctuated with me. Some days it's been great, some days it's been poor, and that's just the way it is. You just gotta push through and make the content you make and have fun doing it. Vector Prime, first book in the new Jedi Order Vong. What do you mean, there's a new trailer for that? A remastered commercial? Okay, I gotta see this. July 12th, 2020. I gotta check it after. Koopa Loop says, it seems whenever I make a video, someone always says the story has been used before. This is hard to avoid. Any tips? Yeah, don't avoid it, man. Who cares what they used? I don't care what other Star Wars YouTubers do. I care what I do. Whoever wants to listen to me can listen to me. Other channels and other people, including me, shouldn't exist in your world when it comes to being creative. No one exists. Only your creativity. Don't try to outdo me or another person, or you know, make content that I haven't made, or just dude, you want to do a video? What if Order 66 failed? What if Anakin did? Just do it. Do it your own style. Do it your own way. If that's the way people thought, and they worried about everything else, you know, Nike would be the only shoe company in the world. But you know, you got Under Armour, New Balance, Adidas, whatever. So, you know, don't ever let that, what someone else did. If that was the case, I never would have started my channel, because I'd be like, oh no, there's all these other channels. Like, I defied all odds, and I became the biggest Star Wars channel. And that's not to gloat, that's facts. Because I didn't let that stuff get to my head. So I want to be very clear when I say don't worry about other people. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about other channels. Just do what you want. Be creative. Have fun. Copy me. I don't care. But as long as you're a real fan of Star Wars, you have my support. I've seen a lot of people who aren't real fans of different fandoms who copy the crap out of me and clickbait like crazy. I got zero respect for that. Not because they copy me, but because they're just fake fans. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Sweet Life Alley says, how do you get past a creative block? Take a day off. Yeah. Just drop everything, take a day off. Take 2 days off. Take a week off. Yeah. Never feel like you got to make content to make content. The content you make should be something you legitimately want to talk about with your friends and you find cool. That's it. Parth, you're the man of the people. Thank you. The Dapper Foxtrot says, do you normally stream and then trim more streams into videos, or do you just mix it up between uploading recorded videos and streaming? Thanks for doing this. Yeah, so it depends. You know, on the gaming channel, I just stream, and then I have Nick D of the 501st chop it up into like funny little segments. But on the main channel, I try to make sure things are edited, unless they're like a gaming stream, which I don't edit. So a stream is never edited because it's just one constant flow through. Miro asks, it's hard for me to grow a Star Wars channel since I'm from Finland and there's not much of a fan base here. So should I be more international or stay in Finnish? Love your content. Yeah, try English, you know, but also there's something great about being the guy in Finland who talks about Star Wars, you know. That's got its own niche. My channel is a comedy parody channel that has a lot of Star Wars content. I just started a couple months ago. I use my phone to film and edit, so it's uplifting to hear you started out similar. Yeah, absolutely, man. You don't need special stuff to start out. Just start. Yeah, the remastered trailer for Vector Prime was recently put up by HoloNet in the beginning of September, the channel that put out the Underworld footage. Okay, I gotta check this out. Alright, I'm gonna go pee real quick. I'll be back in like a minute. Alright. We back. Ah. Okay. Alvaral Ultimate Gamer asks, is it bad if you branch off to what your main channel prioritizes? Branch off to what your main channel prioritizes? You do Star Wars gaming, then switch to like Fall Guys or Among Us. Have a great... No. Do what you want. Totally fine. Do what you feel like. It's your channel, you know. They don't make the rules. You make the rules. And if they're along for the ride, it means they like it. Cool. Good for them, you know. But don't change, you know, what you want to do. Arika Jade asks, "What's the ideal video length?" Oh, there's no length, man. Do you remember me from the gaming channel? While you were playing Sea of Thieves, I asked if you were going to play The Last of Us 2. Then once you started playing The Last of Us 2, that was a trip. God, I hated that game. It was so bad. Once again, thank you so much for answering my questions, man. I hope you contribute. Continue to stay successful. Stay blessed, bro. Thanks, man. I hope you're successful, too. I just started my channel 1 month ago and have been uploading almost daily. From what I have seen from the analytics, all my videos have no views. Do you have any advice for this? Yeah, make more videos. Just work harder. You know, try to change some stuff up, obviously, if it's your thumbnails or your titles or your videos suck or what, you know, and there's nothing wrong with saying, my videos suck. You know, then you're on the right path, because then you can change. It says a lot about you that you're taking the time out to help and guide people. I have much respect and appreciation for you. Love, bro, from Wales. Oh, cool. I want to visit Wales one day. Thanks, Mock. That's nice of you. I just started using iMovie. Any tips? Google. What up, Profan? How you doing, man? Any tips for making videos more public? They are hard to find. Work on social media. So, I mean, you know, make a social media account of your own and try to grow that. And, you know, through that, maybe you can grow your channel. I want to do lots of giveaways to give back to my followers, but I have heard that sometimes that doesn't work. What do you mean work? You want to give back to your followers, right? So what do you mean it doesn't work? What are you trying? Unless there's another motive, I don't understand. If you want to give back to them, give back to them. So when I did my first lightsaber giveaway, I wasn't making any money, and I was, you know, working as hard as I could to make videos, and I went out and put a $200-something lightsaber on my Visa, and then paid, must have been another $100 for shipping to, I think it was Texas, just to send one. I think I had maybe, I don't know how many subs, man. I think maybe 1,000 or 2,000 subs, or it was definitely under 4,000 subs, I think. So, yeah, I just was really appreciative that people were watching my stuff, and you know, even though it was going to be hard for me in the end to pay for it, I just wanted to, you know, and I promised them that I would get them one, and I did. So, there's no. If you want to give back, you give back, you know. So I need more clarification on what you mean by work. Reiterating this, GG Theory, shout out to the other mods. Much love. Hope you and Rain and the rest of your fam and friends are doing well. Bye. Thanks. Currently editing a Star Wars podcast, my first one, and you were mentioned in a good way. Love your stuff. Thanks, Media. Krite Media. Do you think I should do a video on why Captain Phasma's alternate death scene was important? Sure. Hi from Iceland. Also, what are you hoping to see in Mandalorian Season 2? A lot of things. Papa bag feed. Paper bag head. Wow, I can't read. I have my glasses on. I respect that you had no shoutouts or anything. I've never collabed or had any shoutouts, just posted daily in the first year. Do you think it's important to view analytics, or is it safe to ignore? Ignore that crap. Because then you're focused on, like, what should I create around these analytics that did well and try to emulate that, and just make the content you want to make. That's my opinion, at least. I'm from Romania. Hey, man. What era of Star Wars makes for the best videos? Whatever era you choose, you enjoy and you choose. Because if you're talking about an area that may be popular, like the prequels, but you hate the prequels, then, well, you're gonna be pretty miserable. I want to make a big video on how 1977 Star Wars changed the landscape of film forever, but I'm worried that it won't get noticed or be worth the effort I put into it for my first vid. So here's the thing. Make a video. So, okay. When I was young, I made fan films of my own that will never see the light of day. A couple have, and those were like the least cringy ones. Just so I could see it. There was no YouTube, or if there was, I didn't understand like there was no, it wasn't like today. Actually, no, there was no YouTube that time. I just made them because I enjoyed making movies, and I just wanted to see what they looked like. You know, I loved being on camera, and I loved creating stuff, and that's it. So, you know, don't worry about if someone sees your content, just make it. If you have a passion to create, create. It's simple. What would my Star Wars name be? Whatever you want. Why don't you name it this? Insert Star Wars channel name. I don't know. Why don't you call it just another Star Wars channel? I don't know. You guys are making it too complicated, and you're thinking of things too much. So yeah, just have fun with it, you know. Don't care. The less you care, probably the better you'll do. I don't know. Really not sure how to grow my channel. I've improved my content, but still don't get many views or subs. Yeah, so just keep working. You know, it's like someone who's bodybuilding, and they're just like, oh, I'm not gaining weight. Eat more. No, you don't understand. I eat a lot. I'm not getting. No, I eat more. So, you know, Rich Piana said that. And just eat more. Eat more. God damn it. I admire every aspect of your channel, from the dedication to the absolute quality final products. You give me something to look forward to every day, and a reason to push harder and do better myself. That's good. That's nice. Thank you there. Just curious. Oh, hello there. Just curious. I know fanfics have been your center point for a long time. What motivated you to cover them? And what's the first one you read? I think it was What If Vader Fought Palpatine. in Revenge of the Sith or something like that. Or what if Vader fought Snoke or something like that? Which was more like a fantasy battle, but it was a fan fiction nonetheless. Yeah. What motivated me to cover them? It's fun. Yeah, I don't know. It's fun. If you got that like weird imagination, you just like to see those kind of alternate fights and alternate fan fictions and stories. What if this? What if that? I'm a very curious person. Do you mind if I'm called Star Wars Theory 2? That's kind of weird, but because you're not Star Wars Theory 2. But I mean, I'm flattered. Do what you want, man. I can't tell you what to do or not to do. I'm young and I'm thinking about making a Star Wars horror comic. What's your advice to make a comic with reading? Well, you get a pen and a paper and you draw. And that's it. And then you can take pictures of them or you can scan them, and then you can put them in a video editing program and narrate over it and have fun, you know? Super simple, right there. You want to start your channel for Star Wars, animation, and cosplay, but you're worried that your friends will find it and be mean about it. Yeah, don't pay no mind to your friends. You gonna live for you, or you gonna live for your friends? And if they're gonna make fun of you for it, then they're not your friends. Sorry, but they're not. Or they're extremely insecure with themselves, and you know, they see someone else doing something they like and they can't do things they like just because of the same concerns you have, and in turn they mirror it on themselves, and then they project that and they try to be a jerk to you. Why don't you have a Lord of the Rings theory channel? I do. It's called Fantasy Theory. I just don't have time. Yeah, I wish I did. Do you think there are some Star Wars channels that are detrimental to the fandom? Also, how do you think people can be more responsible with the content produced? No. Look, everyone is entitled to make their own channel. Everyone's entitled to their own views. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. And it's up to every person who watches as a viewer to subscribe to their channel and what they're preaching or not. So, freedom of speech, baby, you know? But it's up to you to decide if you accept that or don't. And if you don't, well, don't subscribe. You know, there are a lot of people who don't subscribe to me. It's the same thing. How mad were you at After Effects the first time you opened it? After Effects. It wasn't. It's confusing, you know, but you know, tutorials and Benny helped me a lot with it, and so it's fine. Do you ever think about making a filmmaking channel? I don't think I'm qualified. Any interest in doing collaboration vids? Nah. Thank you for the question, though. How to start in England or Romania? Because it's not popular? Well, you're on the internet, so you're not limited to Romania. Unrelated, says Vandecoop. But if you could do a future reaction to all of the Jan Ruppert's Clone Wars fan-made videos, that'd be great. His Clone Wars clips are spot on. Like, gotta see it. Keep it in mind. What up, Cody Campbell? I'm doing good, man. How are you doing? I think we're going to end the stream soon, guys. I hope this was beneficial to your time, and I hope you took something out of it and apply it to yourself. And just remember, you know, at the end of the day, if you have an idea to make a channel and you want to make a channel, make it. Don't let anything stop you. You know, if I made it, you can make it. There's literally no difference between me and you. We're both humans. We both like Star Wars or whatever you like. Doesn't matter. YouTube channels are easy to make, man. Just you gotta stick with it, and it's all trial and error. And it's just about fighting your own mental demons of, you know, oh my God, I'm not gonna make it, not gonna do well. Oh, this video didn't do well, that didn't do well. Just do it. Do it. Come on, do it. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Hope it was helpful, and I will catch you in tomorrow's video. Or maybe we'll do a stream tonight for KOTOR. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Catch you later.